Hey there. So today is September 5th, 2021. And as promised, today's the day I'm going to be reading from my journals all about the adoption, when it actually took place. But I found this in the journal as I was opening it up. So I thought I'd share really quick. This is Kevin with my daughter Sarah, right around the time that we found out I was pregnant. He was like, I think he was like 18 or 19, and I was 17. So there's that for a little context. All right, so this was written originally on um, July 2nd of 1993. Well, Joshua Michael Liska, you're here with me right now. You're lying on my chest, squirming around. Well, now you're sleeping. You are every bit as beautiful and perfect as I knew you would be. Labor wasn't as bad as it could have been, although it still wasn't great. It got terribly painful to the point of tears there for a while until the doctor came in to give me an epidural and numb me pleasantly from the waist down. When you actually came out, though, there was plenty of pain because the doctor kept on telling me to stop pushing midway through a contraction, which is not an easy thing to do. And after that last push, when you finally came out, they laid you on my stomach right away. You were all slimy and goopy and screaming your head off. But nonetheless, you were and still are absolutely perfect in my eyes. You stayed with me for quite a while. This is the journal, by the way. You stayed with me for quite a while. Then they moved you to the warming table to clean you up and check all of your vital signs and everything. After they were finally through with all of that, they gave you back to me. My mom and I held you for a bit longer, and by that time, we were expecting Michael and Linda to walk through the door at any second. So my mom left us alone together for a while. I told you how much I love you and just tried to sound reassuring and not to cry. I don't know if it's possible to scare a newborn baby by crying, but I didn't want to find out. My mom came back in and held you and cried for a while, and then the nurse came to tell us that Michael and Linda were waiting outside. So Mom gave you back to me and left to go get them, and I held you close and said goodbye to you because I knew that once they walked in the door and saw you and held you, that they wouldn't let go, and that from then on you'd be theirs and not mine anymore, in a way. So they came in and we all met, and Linda took one look at you and started crying. They were both so very happy. And then Kevin called and was anxious to hear if you were okay and if everything went all right, and to talk to Michael and Linda. Um, I wanted to show you this really quick. I also found this picture of Michael and Linda holding him. This was them. They were each about 40 years old, I believe. They've been married for 20 years, and this is their baby. It was really cool to participate in that. So, I held you close, and they came in, and then they went with the nurse to take you to the nursery. And while you guys were all gone, my mom also left right after Kevin called to go and get Sarah and to bring her to see us. They took me out of the birthing room and put me in a private one. I was alone for an hour or two, and it was horrible. I was so exhausted, yet I couldn't sleep and I couldn't think, and nothing made any sense. And all I knew was that I really wanted to see and hold you again, and I couldn't. It already seemed like you were gone, but after sitting completely dazed on some other planet for an hour or so, Michael and Linda brought you back in to see me. They left to go make some phone calls and stuff, and a couple of minutes later, my mom and Sarah came in, and Sarah absolutely fell in love with you. We took a bunch of pictures of her holding and kissing you. It was an adorable sight. Uh, that's one of them. um, Here's another one. Look at that fat baby. And here's my favorite one. Me holding my babe. All right. So it already seemed like you belonged to them. Sarah fell in love. We took a bunch of pictures. Okay, a little while later, Michael and Linda came back in and gave Sarah a gift, a teddy bear, and she was so excited. And then they held you for a while and said their goodbyes and that they would see us tomorrow. Then my mom and Sarah left too, and it was just the two of us for the rest of the night. You stayed with me and slept next to me. And a couple of times during the night, you opened your eyes nice and wide and looked at me. And we just carried on some in-depth conversations. I know that I said that kind of sarcastically or still, jokingly, but I really mean it. I tried in every way I could think of, verbally or otherwise, to let you know how much I love you. And you know what? I think you know when you return it. You sat there staring at me for the longest time with such a peaceful look on your face. I know in my heart that you know me and that you love me too. Every time you'd start to fuss, if I just spoke to you softly, you'd calm down right away. You may be legally Michael and Linda's son in less than 2.5 hours, but you are also my son. And right now, at least, you love me and you know who I am and you feel safe and loved by me. At 10:30, the lady from the adoption agency, Stacy, is going to be here, and I'll have to sign papers, giving you to Michael and Linda. I'm trying desperately to keep it together until then, but it's getting harder and harder. Dr. Rui, I don't remember, just came in to check in on us, and we were talking about the adoption, and I started crying again. All I know is that if I can make it through today, I can make it through anything. You're sitting or lying facing me right now. I have a pillow on my lap and the head part of the bed is raised, and you're lying with your feet under my right armpit and your head on the pillow. This is so comfortable. I can see your face perfectly in front of me. You are so perfect. I wish there was a way to just take 5 minutes of your life, if not more, and just bottle them up and then open them up every now and again and savor them. I'd save this moment right here, all except for my cramps, of course. Other than that, this is one of the most perfect moments of my life, just you and me. Part of me keeps on wanting to sit down and think once more of a way to keep you, some kind of plan or something, but I know in my heart that there's nothing that I could give or offer you that Michael and Linda couldn't give more of, except, of course, for my love and Sarah's. So I keep on pushing the thought aside because it just upsets me. I also keep on ignoring the fact that sometime today I'm going to have to say goodbye to you for at least 18 years, if not more, depending on how you feel. And I have no clue how I'm going to function or go on with my life as soon as you walk through the doors. It's almost over. All of this should be over by the end of the day. Life as the three of us, you, me, and Sarah, have known it for the last 9 months is going to change in a few hours, and life will never be the same. For me, there will be a huge void without you there to fill it. I don't know what to say. I don't know what I can say. I'm not sure what matters anymore except for my children. You and Sarah are everything. You both are my life. With you gone, half of my life will be gone. I wish you could remember this time we've had together, Joshua, but I know you can't. I just want you to always know and remember that every second I've spent with you will live in my heart and my memory until the day I die. I hope that one day you'll understand why I did this, and I hope that you aren't disappointed in me for the decision I've made. I truly believe in my heart that I'm doing the right thing. It's not something that I want to do. God knows if I could keep you, I would do it in a split second, but not unless I could give you the best. And Michael and Linda can do that. I can't. I can't even give Sarah half of everything I want to give her, not even a quarter, much less both of you everything. If I can't give you the best, which is what you deserve, then I can give you to two very loving parents who have been waiting for you for forever and can give you the world. I'm going to end for now so that I can spend my next few hours that we have together, left together, focused on you. I love you, Joshua, soon to be Brian. I love you. I'm going to pause and grab something to drink.